Hi, how you doing? It's Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. I don't know if you can see this. I have an apple tree outside my window here that I didn't plant, and I have no idea what variety it is, but I do know it makes pretty good pie. So, right now is this time where the wind is starting to take the really good ones off the tree from me, and all the wasps are coming out to feed, and I don't mind, that's fine. But I had to get a ladder and sling a toad over my shoulder and start picking off some really nice ones. I'll be completely honest with you, this is not what I'm in the mood to do right now today, but I know sometime in the middle of November or December, I'm gonna be grateful that I did. It'll be done. So, furthermore, I just wanna say, you know, they're kind of in season right now, so apples might be a little cheaper. And so if you're the type of person who likes to buy in bulk, but you can't eat it all up, you can take 5 or 6 of them and throw them in a plastic bag, put them in the freezer with some sugar and some cinnamon, and make yourself a pre-made pie. It's a nice way to use up leftovers, you know what I mean? One too many things. My mom likes oranges, and she will bulk buy them, and I can't reach this. Can I reach this? I can't. I'm too short. Anyway. And so what I started doing was dehydrating the ones that look as though they've gone over. I will tell you this, that a lot of times what I have found from doing this is that even though that the skin on the outside may look unpalatable, maybe it's marred or it's bruised or it looks like it's going over or it feels kind of soft, a lot of times you bust that fruit open and it is completely beautiful and lovely. So, but anyway, if I have extras, I like to do something with it. I think maybe I'll make some potpourri. I don't know yet. We'll see. I've been trying to rack my brain for Christmas gifts I could make, right? So I was thinking, well, I don't know, the little potpourri sachets, or I got quite a few jars of oranges up there. So, anyway, first things first, because they did come off a tree, and sometimes, you know, they have little boreholes in them, right? I like to stick them in a little tub. For the most part, though, they're really good. They're perfectly lovely, right? So what I'm gonna do, I don't want to pour them out, they get bruised, right? I need to catch them before they hit the ground. Pick them. Okay. Oh, look at this nice big one. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So. Let me put this up here. I'm going to fill that tub with some cold water and a slug of vinegar. Okay. This way, if there are any little grubs or bugs making their homes in my little fruits, they're gonna find their way out of there. The water will force them out, right? Okay. Just a little bit, I don't know. Why not? I have a few on the kitchen table here that I picked a few days ago. We'll add that to the bunch. Okay. Slowly push through them. There we go. All right. it on this side, next to all my clean dishes. That don't make no sense. Okay. Anyway. I'm gonna let those soak in there for a while. 20 minutes, I don't know, because I'm lazy and I don't need to rush. So, let me dry my hands off. Anyway, stick around. It's really easy. We're just gonna slice it up and throw it in a bag. Hello, again. While my apples are soaking, I'm gonna hook this Mammer Jammer up with an apple peeler. So, this is my KitchenAid, right? I own it, this is mine. This little spiralizer apple peeler attachment doesn't belong to me. This is actually my mother-in-law's. I borrowed it. And I clean it up, wash all my parts before I get started. I would do it even if it was in my own house. And then I absolutely wash it all up and I give it back to her in the same shape she borrowed it to me. So those are the rules. And I'm trying to debate if I remember how to do this. There's a manual. It's still in the box and everything. I just too lazy to dig it all out. So memory serves, aha, like this. Okay. Screw it on there real tight. I don't think it has to be super tight though, right? You don't want to strip your threads, but finger tight. Okay. Is that on the right way? I think it is. Because then this little doodad is the spiralizer part, and this is the core and peel part. I lied. I need the manual. I've done it a few times. I just can't remember. I might have that. Is that on sideways? Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. Okay. I still need, let's get the book. Where's the book? Son of a gun. Huh. Hot dang, the internet exists. I'll be right back. Okay. Excuse me. One tutorial later, I remembered. I got it down now. Okay. So, this little spike dude. Okay. That goes here. There's little threads. You're going to jam your fruit on there or your vegetable. But there. And that locks into place. Did I mention I've washed these? Okay. I can't remember what I've said. Forgive me. We're going to slide this in on the bottom. And it clicks. Sorry, did I go too fast? No, you can hear it. It's in there. Okay. Then we have this little, this is your peeler core slicer part. Okay. This peels, this slices. Okay. And this just fits right in there. Okay. Right? Yup. Just like that. We're going to slide this over. Check on those apples. Just 1 second. Let me clean some stuff up here. Get this out of the way. Now, for one pie, the recipe calls for 6 cups of sliced apples. Or, what are they saying here? 2 1/4 pounds. It's 5 or 6 apples, right? It depends on how big they are, but usually, like if you're just gonna, hey, I'm gonna go buy apples so I can make a pie, right? Okay, so full disclosure, I'm using this old Better Homes and Gardens. I always call it the Betty Crocker cookbook. I think we all do. I don't know why. It's the color or something, I don't know. But so what I'm gonna do is slice and peel those apples, core them. First though, while that's happening, because I have more than 6 cups, right? And I'm gonna do them all at one time. It's gonna take a minute, right? The apple, I don't want the apples to sit out in just the air, because that's what turns your apples brown, is that oxidation. Oxidation? Why do I feel like I need another oxidation process? Anyway, I'm gonna put a cold water and lemon juice in here to keep those from turning brown while they sit and wait for their turn to be bagged up or put in with sugar and cinnamon and flour. Because that's all we're gonna do. We're gonna make the apple pie filling, throw it in the freezer. It's very easy. 1 second. Okay, apologies. My air kicked on and I just wanted to shut it off. There, now it stopped. It's not that warm. It doesn't need to do that. So, sorry, somebody was eating. Well, those are clean. We don't want to do that. Here, we can get this out of the way. Okay. Cold water. And some lemon juice. Just put it in the water. Let's do like a tablespoon, I suppose, huh? We'll do a tablespoon. Right in the water. Okay. How are these guys doing? Yep, I saw a grubbo. You want to get really grossed out. That's why you soak them in the water. See him coming out of there? Well, just go ahead and drown for me, please. Not too many have holes, you know, but a few, and so I don't need extra protein in my apple pie. Okay. So I'm gonna grab a cutting board and a knife, and I think I'll just toss my bowl, put it right under there. I'm gonna make a mess. Okay, full enough. You know what? I'll just pick them up and throw them in there. They're gonna drop and splash and, oh, I'm gonna spill everything. Okay, here, I like this better. Stick my bowl of water over here. Trust me, it's right there. Okay, knife. Let's find a nice one that doesn't have any holes in it right away so I can get going. Okay. We cut the top and the side, bottom off, right? Oh, look at that. That's a beauty. Okay. Then, I don't know, can you see this? You get the point, right? Jam your apple on that spike on the core, right? Okay. We're gonna slide this mammer jammer closer. We're gonna line that core up with the center as much as we can. Make it dig in there, okay? And this little peeler foot, I'm gonna kind of jam it on that piece of apple. This is more fun with two people. One of us will use this and the other one will actually peel it with a knife. It goes a lot faster, but it's just me today, so I'm fine. Okay, we're gonna lock that into place. Put that on a 1. Ho, 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 and see how it do. Look at that. Okay, look at that. Comes right off. Take a knife and bust it, you know, cut them in half later, but for now I just toss the whole thing in there. Just sort of let them float in the lemon water while I keep fighting through the rest of them. Okay. This part though, take this off. It's kind of a pain. Try and get it off. And you gotta slide that, right? You just take that off. Okay. Next one. There we go. Top. Bottom. Okay. Stick it on there. Don't stab your hand, right? Sometimes those little shorter guys, they'll poke all the way through, so you gotta be a little careful, okay? Okay. See how we do? Pushing it everywhere. That's nice. Oh, you eat that one. They're tart. They'll make a great pie. All right. Come on, there you go. There. Give me a favor, turn a little bit. There you go. There you go. Okay. Huh. That's oddly satisfying. That one still has skin on it. So I'm just gonna eat it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna pause because I mean, you get the point, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just keep filling my bowl. I'm gonna keep hammering through all of these apples, and when I finally have them sliced and peeled, I'll bring you back. Okay, I have fought through about a dozen of them, and I think I have about 6 cups. So I'm gonna go ahead and, whoops, move everything around. Drain these, give them just a chop through the middle. One second. Ooh, I might need a bigger colander than that one, huh? One second. That's a big bowl. I've still got about a dozen soaking in my tub, full apples. They're pushing little grubs out. And I'm probably gonna have to go pick some more and just add to that, right? So it's a slow process. I mean, you know what I mean? It's a whole tree. Sorry, I'm moving shit around. Okay, I'll try and get you in here somehow. I don't know why you need to see it, right? Why not? I'm just gonna use the same bowl, right? Why dirty too? Come here. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Now everything's in the way. All over the place. Here. I need to wipe that off. Okay, so take my apples. I'm just gonna cut them in half real quick. A little bit of lemon water in the bottom yet, that's fine. I'm gonna leave it there. Oh, you can see my messy kitchen. Okay, just get them all out of here. There we go. My bowl clean. It should be, it's fine. Nah, I'm gonna leave that in there. A little lemon water in the bottom. Cut those in half. Throw them back in there. Okay. I have made apple pies with like 6 Granny Smiths. Those are very big, right? This one, this will probably be a little over, like a good sized pie. Put it that way. Deep crust, you know? This has got to be 6 cups here. I'm forever eyeballing. I'm a visual kind of person. My husband will talk about 20-foot beams or something, and I'll be, you need to show me what that looks like. I don't know what 20 feet is, unless you know, just wide, a little wider than the living room, something like that. Give me a visual reference. So it's kind of how I measure my cups of ingredients. Same philosophy. That looks about that many cups. Okay, then in this bowl, 3/4 cups of sugar. Grab that. Oh, for pity's sake. That's flour. 1/4 cup. 1, I'm heavy-handed, right? 2, 3, so it might end up being just a little bit more than that. 2 tablespoons of flour. If you need this to be gluten-free, skip the 2 tablespoons of flour. It's only 2 tablespoons. It's for thickening. You can skip it and put it in after you thaw the stuff, but it doesn't matter. Not really. I haven't found that it matters. Maybe cornstarch would work instead. I don't know. I'd have to check. I don't use almond flour because my youngest can't have tree nuts. But I do have members in my family that can't have gluten either, so it's kind of a... It's fine. We work around it, right? Okay. 2 tablespoons of flour. Then we need some cinnamon, nutmeg. Cinnamon, nutmeg. Kind of boring. Cinnamon. Nutmeg. Put a little bit of ginger in there. Are those whole cloves? It's ground cloves. I'm gonna throw some cloves in there. Don't tell my husband. He's not a fan of cloves. He doesn't know. Okay, so this says 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I don't know, man. Let's put a little, almost a full one in there because it's my pie. And it says 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Okay, we'll eyeball that, right? All right, let's put a little more in there, sure. Okay. And it doesn't call for cloves or ginger, but you know, why not? Let's put in like 1/8 teaspoon of cloves. Oh, it smells good. And a little bit of ginger. Like 1/8 teaspoon. Oh, that one's not even open. Dude, legit, shift it in low. Put it in park. There. Put a little bit of ginger in there. There we go. Okay. Is that everything? Yeah, I think so. Lemon juice. Put a teaspoon of lemon juice in there. Is that what it calls for? A tablespoon, you know, I've already got some in there, but you know what? Why not? We can put a little more. Just keeps your fruit from browning. Okay. And sometimes I find a little lemon juice kind of acts like salt, right? Like it, don't be too heavy because then all you taste is lemon, but you should just taste the fruit more, right? I don't know that I want to put a whole tablespoon in there. Let's do like a half. Okay. All right, spoon. Some kind of spatula so we can mix it all up, right? Actually, you know what works really well? I have a lid for this bowl. It's kind of fun sometimes just stick the lid on it and shake it real hard, but that's all right. Okay, that's it. Plastic bag. Let's see, got a freezer one, a decent sized one. I gotta get enough stuff in there. Well, I need a bigger one than that. Is this it? I don't know. I don't think I can fit all that in there. I gotta scrounge up some bags. I'll be right back. I'm in luck. I'm out of the disposable kind, but I have a reusable one. I haven't, I don't know. I don't mind rewashing like regular Ziploc bags and reusing them, but I wonder if they break down in the wash. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think we know a whole lot right now. Okay. Let me get a measuring cup. Help me out. So let's stick it in there. You know, what's really nice about this is it's simple. You can do this. Anybody can do this. You don't need a pressure canner. You don't need a deep freezer. You don't need a dehydrator. You don't, right? You need a freezer. That's it. Oops. That one hit the floor. That's okay. We'll feed it to the dog. Okay. I'm gonna get this juice in here too. Okay. Because there's sugar. I want all that good sugar. There we go. Wipe this off. I kind of spilled it here. On the outside, not so bad. Okay, that's mostly on the inside. That's fine. Okay. Squeeze the air out of it. You don't want to stick it in a vacuum sealer. Well, and you can, just don't use the vacuum part because you'll vacuum all the juice out. Okay, so that's it. It's that easy. We just made apple pie filling that we'll take out of the freezer sometime in November, I imagine. Miss. It's fine. Okay. Sharpie. I gotta date it. What is today? 9/23? Is that what I said? It's Tuesday. Named after some god of single-handed combat. Perfect day to get in a fight with some apples, right? There you go. I'm gonna stick it in the freezer and that's done. You have a good day.